Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First, on the local scene. The St. Vincent Electricity Services, VINLEC, has donated $20,000 to this year's Nine Mornings festivities. The company joined a list of sponsors this year, including Bank of St. Vincent and the Grenadines and Flow, among others. Speaking at the launch on Sunday at Heritage Square, Chairman of the Nine Mornings Committee, Bomani Charles, said the committee has received immense support, financial and technical, from a number of organizations for which they are grateful. Cultural Officer Maxine Brown reminded the gathering that it is their responsibility to ensure the Nine Mornings festivals continue because it is our culture. Brown commended the Nine Mornings Committee for their hard work in making the festival a reality. Minister of Tourism, Sustainable Development and Culture, Carlos James, said community participation is an integral part of Nine Mornings, and Vincentians should strive to keep the culture of Nine Mornings alive among the young people. The Nine Mornings festivals begin December 16th and runs to the 24th under the theme Celebrating a Vincentian Unique Tradition. Vincentian-born dermatologist Dr. Arusha Campbell Chambers will be launching a skincare line today, December 6, 2022. Dr. Arusha Campbell Chambers, through her company Dermatology Solutions, will launch the Laugh, Love, Glow skincare line at Careers Pharmacy City Store in Kingstown. According to a press release, the Laugh, Love, Glow skincare line consists of a gentle facial cleanser, hydrating toner, and rejuvenating facial moisturizer, which are all fragrance-free, oil-free, gentle, and suitable for all skin types. The products were manufactured in Jamaica and are dermatologist tested and recommended and tested by the Bureau of Standards Jamaica. The Gentle Facial Cleanser was launched at the Jamaica International Beauty Expo in August 2022 and has received rave reviews, including by the editor of Jamaica Observer, who wrote in a publication on August 30th, 2022. The hydrating toner and rejuvenating facial moisturizer are the newest additions to the skincare line, which have already received excellent reviews from customers, the release said. To date, they are all available at Dermatology Solutions offices and Careers Pharmacy City Store in Kingstown, St. Vincent. Still on the local scene, the Union Island gecko, known for its jewel-like markings, has seen its population grow from around 10,000 in 2018 to around 18,000 today, an 80% increase. The gecko resides in an approximately 123-acre swath of old-growth forest on Union Island, part of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. When it was discovered in 2005, the animal almost immediately became the target of exotic pet collectors, according to Fauna and Flora International, FFI, a wildlife conservation organization focused on protecting biodiversity. The organization worked with Rewild and local partners like Union Island Environmental Alliance and St. Vincent and the Grenadines Forestry Department to develop a species recovery plan, which involved greater protected area management and expansion, as well as an anti-poaching patrols and camera surveillance. The gecko's wild population had shrunk to 1/5 of its original size since being discovered. One 2017 study found that it was the most trafficked reptile from the Eastern Caribbean. In the region, in support of Guyana's Civil Defense Commission response to emergencies, the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, has donated over 100 water tanks, 10,000 collapsible water containers, and 2 million water purification tablets. The supplies were handed over by the UNICEF representative to Guyana and Suriname, Nicholas Prone, on Monday. According to a joint press release, the supplies were procured as part of UNICEF's Water, Sanitation and Hygiene WASH program in Guyana and will also complement support given to local authorities to increase the accessibility and availability to safe water in areas where people are in need. Prone was quoted as saying, against the backdrop of challenges such as climate change, which has resulted in more intense and increasingly frequent floods and droughts, UNICEF is committed to strengthening our partnership with the CDC to ensure that no child is left behind. He noted that the supplies will support the response to disasters such as flooding and help to address other humanitarian needs of Guyanese as well as migrants. More on the regional scene. On Tuesday, November 29th, the United States government, through the United States Agency for International Development, Eastern and Southern Caribbean, in collaboration with UNICEF and the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States OECS Commission, launched a second report on COVID 19 vaccine hesitancy for 5 Eastern Caribbean countries: Antigua and Barbuda, Dominica, Grenada, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This second study is a follow up to a previous study conducted in late 2021. The 2022 study was primarily intended to track the issue of COVID 19 vaccine hesitancy, with a central focus on vaccine uptake and the impact of strategies designed to enhance it. While the 2021 study sought to understand the public's perception on COVID 19 and other vaccines, the 2022 study sought to understand whether there continued to be an interest in COVID 19 vaccination and if the broader vaccination environment had impacted attitudes towards immunizations for other diseases. And on the international scene, Indonesia's parliament has approved a new criminal code that bans anyone in the country from having extramarital sex and restricts political freedoms. Sex outside marriage will carry a jail term of up to 1 year under the new laws, which take effect in 3 years. Several groups of mainly young people protested against the legislation outside Parliament in Jakarta this week. It's expected the new laws will be challenged in court. The raft of changes comes after a rise in religious conservatism in the Muslim majority country. The new rules will apply to both locals and foreigners equally who live in Indonesia or are visiting holiday destinations such as Bali. Under the laws, unmarried couples caught having sex can be jailed for a year, while persons are also banned from living together, an act for which people could be jailed for up to 6 months. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.